All right, we're here to start our, can you look in and say hi?
Hi!
She's busy eating the gummy bears from our other experiment. We're going to do another lab, which also models our cells. You're showing your gummy bears.
They're yummy.
There they are, yummies. We have another way to look at osmosis and what happens to cells and that membrane that's on the outside of a cell, and how you've been learning, hopefully, with the activities I've sent, that the membrane allows some things in and some things out. And we're going to kind of test that theory with an activity using an egg. You have to use a non-organic egg. Organic shells are too tough for this. And I have a measuring cup, so what I'm going to do here is, this one takes a couple more days. Oh, nope, don't put it in there. I'm going to put the egg down in my, it's a 2-cup measuring cup. And then we have vinegar here. So I have a cup of vinegar that I'm going to pour over my egg. Can you pour this over? Help me. Whoa, nice pour. So this one is going to take, I'm going to wait 2 days to see what happens to this egg. So it's in vinegar. I'm going to put saran wrap over the top, and we are going to let it sit for 2 days. The scientists out there should be making predictions. So I'll be creating a video where you're going to see what happens right after one another, but this would be your time to hit pause and to make a prediction. What do you think will happen to an egg that is soaked, don't touch, soaked in vinegar? So stay tuned. More information to come. Can you say hi?
Hi!
Hi. We are now going to look at our egg that we soaked in vinegar. And the coolest thing happens when you do this. So we let it sit for 2 whole days. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour off. I want to see, you're going to help me pour, see how much liquid's actually in my cup. So remember, I poured 250 milliliters, or about a cup of vinegar over my egg. And it came out, I'm at like a little over 3/4, oh stop, 3/4 of a cup now, or 200 milliliters. I lost 50 milliliters of my vinegar. And look at my egg. Okay, gentle. We're just going to set it. Don't squeeze. Don't squeeze. But you can push on it. Look at the shell is gone. So before we really couldn't use osmosis with the egg, because when there's a hard shell, nothing gets to go in or come out of the egg. And now we got rid of the shell. Can you give Ethan a gummy bear? We gotta keep him distracted back there. We got rid of the shell. That means we now have that membrane on our cell that we can let stuff go in and out of. So we're going to do some experimenting with that next. If anything, this is always fun too. I know when I do this in class, kids get pretty fascinated that we got rid of the shell and the egg is still intact. Oh, see it one more time? Cool. Okay, don't squeeze too hard. Don't squeeze too hard. Okay, my next part of my experiment, we're going to soak this in corn syrup. So I'm going to pour 250 milliliters. You're going to help me pour? And if you've ever used corn syrup before, it's very thick. It's super sugary. And I'm just trying to watch my measuring off to the side there.
A butter.
It's butter? It's not butter. Oh, there's some bubbles. Do you see bubbles in there? So we have 250 milliliters of Caro syrup or corn syrup. And we're going to submerge our egg. Can you set it back in there? Don't squeeze. Oh, good job. So you can see even how thick it is because it's not going in there very far. So we're going to let that sit now for a couple days. And then we'll check back in and see what our egg looks like and how much of my corn syrup is still in the cup. So not a whole lot of information yet, but we have taken away the shell from the egg so that now we can actually have osmosis occur, where we can have either things come in to our cell or leave our cell. Can we say goodbye?
Bye!
Ethan, can you wave bye? You wave? Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey everybody. Oh, I get my Mother's Day hug right now. We are going to go back to our egg. Ooh. And you guys have to see what happens. We gotta pour this thing because we want to measure. Remember, it was don't shake it. Stop. 250 milliliters of corn syrup is what we had put on our egg. And remember last time we got the shell to disappear. Had the vinegar eat away at the shell so that we were just left with the inside of our egg. And so, hold on, Annabelle. Wow. Look at our egg now. It's squishy. I'll turn this down. It's squishy and it's all messy. We need to get a paper towel now. Here you go.
Sticky.
Sticky is right. And if you look at our amount of what came out, we actually have more coming. I'll get you all sticky.
My hand.
Wash my hands. Science is messy, Annabelle. There's no whining in science. Okay, sorry. A lot of distraction over here. We ended up getting more liquid out, meaning water came out of our egg, which is just crazy. So that's showing that membrane that feels like it doesn't have little holes, but it actually wanted to keep that really thick corn syrup that it was surrounded in. It wanted to equalize the amount of water in the egg and the water out of the egg. And so now we're going to finish up our experiment, and we're going to put it back just in plain water. So I'm going to get 250 milliliters of just water. There's our little Annabelle. And we're going to soak the egg for 2 days just in water. Our scientist is always snacking. She's eating popcorn now. So we'll come back in 2 days and see what our egg looks like. Hopefully you're making a prediction of what you think is going to happen. Can you say goodbye to everybody?
Hi.
Now say hi. Now say hi.
Hi.
Hi. We are ready to finish our egg experiment. And to recap what we've done, we took...
And Mommy get her egg.
I heard the egg. She was tattletaling on me. I dropped one the other day. Hold on. We started with a normal egg. We put it in vinegar, and we saw the egg shell get eaten away at it. The vinegar dissolved the egg shell so that we could actually see the inside of what's in here without it being all over in a pile. Stop. Close your mouth. Then we soaked our egg in corn syrup, and our egg got really shriveled up because so much of the fluid inside of it went out into the corn syrup, trying to equalize the density with that really, really dense corn syrup. And then the inside of the egg wasn't set up that way. So there are little tiny holes in the membrane of the egg that allow materials to go in and out of it. After the corn syrup, it was all shriveled up, and we decided to soak it in just plain water. So what we're going to do now is I am going to try not to break my egg. Where are you going, my little scientist? Here's where our egg is at. So I am going to pour out the water. We have less water than we started with. So we're down to, almost 100. We lost almost 100 milliliters of water. And you can see why when I pull out our egg. It's no longer little. And just to give you some comparison, it's bigger than what it started as. Annabelle, come up here, honey. It's bigger than a normal sized egg. So the shell went away. We took liquid out of it by soaking it in a really, really thick, sugary syrup. And then after that, we put it in water. So now it filled back up. So even though nothing's coming in and out of it, even if I give it a little bit of a squeeze, there are tiny, tiny holes that allow osmosis to occur where the materials can go in and out, trying to equalize what's outside the shell and what's inside the shell. Just another cool experiment showing how osmosis works, and actually seeing kind of what the inside of an egg looks like is pretty cool too. So one that you can try. We started with soaking it in vinegar. We did about two cups of vinegar. 1 cup of vinegar to start, and then 1 cup of corn syrup, and then 1 cup of water. See our cool egg? Wow. And it's broken. We're going to stop there. Good luck to you guys.